Welcome to Cat News. It's what I hear in my nightmares. Here's our first story for today. Man held hostage by TV advertisement. Do you need insurance for your toaster? Are you sure you don't need insurance for your toaster? That's why I stopped watching TV. Wow, I wouldn't like to be in that situation. Again, our second story of today. Heartwarming. Uncle reads to nephews and nieces. His utility bill he forgot to pay this month. Ah, you know, it's these little moments those kids will grow up and remember. Family is what counts. And what else that should be counted is your mounting bills. And now for our last story. I have many jobs: emotionally distant therapist, absentee lifeguard, and bean salesman. And nothing is going to stop me from achieving my dreams. Of yet more jobs I'm bad at. Is anyone interested in a bee? Wow, the job market is on fire. And the suspect is still on the run. Look out for a man in burning slippers. This is the end of today's news roundup. Thank you for watching, and good night. This is the point where I'd shuffle some paper, but I used it all in my finger painting late last night. That mug is made out of cardboard, if you were wondering. It's Cat News, where only the most important stories are covered. First up, man gives to charity. Words of encouragement. You can do it. I believe in you. Wow, the world is certainly a better place after that. I can just feel it. Like I can feel the money I still have left in my wallet. Hands off my wallet. Oh, it's my hand. Up next, our second story. Who knew I could count? Finance Whiz does cool tricks with coin he borrowed from you. This is a PSA. Finance Whiz, if you're still out there, please return the coin I gave you. I need it. I need that coin, as the many dollars I have in my wallet, I drew myself. The less I speak about that, the better. Moving on with our last story. Nation enters Great Depression after just coming out of not too bad depression. I think things are getting better. You just need to look outside your window. If you have any. This is going to be truly a great year. It says so in the title. We need to find ways to stay optimistic about life. So we'll have a brainstorming meeting by the dumpster next door in the alleyway. This is the end of today's show, but not the economy. That's tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. And a great depression. We couldn't afford credits. Hello, and welcome to Cat News. I'll be your host for tonight. It's what I said to my empty dining room. First up, every noise in the world spontaneously occurs outside window, as man sits down to relax with what little free time he has. Every time. Every single time I get home from my long walk from work, I try to relax. I try to have a little moment for myself after all the effort I put in to keeping the roof over my head. And they just have to make a noise. I just want some time alone. Like that time I got stuck in my suitcase while packing for my vacation. Maybe someday. But for now, I'm going to practice the techniques my therapist taught me. Go away! Luckily, my problems have almost been solved. I'm 30 days away from my jail sentence. Moving on to the next story. Harsh winds blow away weatherman we've been trying to fire for years. Finally, we've been trying to get rid of that guy for ages. But he had incriminating info on me. I am not a liar. I was telling the truth when I said I wanted him fired. And thankfully, Mother Nature heard me. Hopefully he lands on his feet, in a better place. Like the ocean. Yes, I'm bitter. It's permanent marker. Okay, sorry. I'll be the better person. Safe travels. You will be missed. As in they won't find you. And now for our final story. Mayor caught with hand in a vending machine. His official statement. Look, I want to be honest with all of you. This is yet another scandal the mayor has been caught in. Like when he got caught in those jeans that were clearly 2 sizes too small for him. Thank you again to the emergency services on getting him out that day. Not all heroes wear capes. They certainly don't wear jeans. Anyway, will the mayor come back from this? Yes. Just once I wish we had an upstanding moral candidate. But I'm too busy hosting Cat News. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. And that wasn't meant for my stalker. Hello, and welcome to Cat News. The best in the business, since this is our competition. Our first story. Growing definitely organic protests to give me a raise. Wow, I don't believe it. Just look at the size of those crowds. Yes, there's a real groundswell of support to give yours truly a raise. No one saw this coming, including the old woman who didn't see one of the protesters crossing the street. Luckily, she's okay, but a little shocked. And who wouldn't be? Just look at the support I have. In fact, she joined in herself, along with the paramedics. The people have spoken. Give me my $5. An important update. I didn't get the raise, but I did get a complimentary handshake. I'll take it. Moving on to our second story. Grey, dull skies today are ideal for complaining, being miserable, wondering why you moved here, and closing your eyes and imagining you are anywhere else right now. Oh, right. I recommend you just don't look outside today. Stay inside instead and brush the dust off some old family photos and have an existential crisis that you weren't in any of them. Until I blew off more of the dust. Phew! That was a close one. That vase nearly hit me. Have a lovely day. Someone has to. Thank you, new cat weatherman. You're already better than the last one. And now for our final story of today. Party just getting started. 1 minute in. To say this was the best party I've ever been to would be an understatement. It'd also be an overstatement, as it's the only party I've ever been to. And let me just say, it gets a thumbs up from me. You should have seen the crowds, but they didn't turn up, so it was just me and my new friend, whose name is still a mystery to me. It got so out of control that the neighbour shouted to turn it down. It turns out though that she was shouting at her husband, testing his new lawnmower out on the bedroom carpet. And by the sounds of it, it works. You're all invited to the next party. That'll be a night I'll always remember, because it's indiscernible from every other night, when you're a party animal like me. This is the end of tonight's show. Thank you for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a bedroom carpet to mow. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. I just witnessed a robbery when I was at the store. I'm a little shook up. I also have something to eat tonight. Coming up, our first story. Do ducks even like bread? It's a question dominating the national discourse. That and my fashion faux pas yesterday. so we sent out one of our reporters to answer it ourselves. I think we can conclusively answer this question. Now, how do I get home? Thank you, me. Great reporting. That's the kind of investigative reporting that used to be common in this country. But now, all that everyone cares about is fluff. Like the asteroid headed for the planet right now. Now for the weather. It's raining. The 38th disco has been opened in Cat Town. Another example of the economy getting better around here. In fact, it almost makes you want to dance. And you've got ample opportunity to. We now go to an esteemed economist to tell us why a 38th disco is a good idea. I don't know about you, but I'm convinced. Now, I think I'm gonna bust some moves on the dance floor. And some limbs. But which one to go to? I'm spoiled for choice. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. Now to put on my aging leotard I should have threw out years ago and go dancing. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. I'd like to say that I had a nice time at the disco last night, but I sprained my foot on my way out the door. That's what I deserve for getting ideas about injecting a bit of fun into my life. Back to the misery. Our first story. The new game show, The Ball, has been cancelled after the ball crushed a contestant. An investigation is taking place right now to figure out how such an oversight could happen. We go to our underground reporter, Rob. Hello, I'm here at the scene of the accident. That words can't describe, so I'll say this. In the age of declining TV viewership, TV executives are really pushing the boundaries of their creativity right now, much like I'll be pushing the boundaries of my waistband this weekend. We'll keep you updated on the results, and we'll also tell you what happened here. I'm gonna miss this show. Thank you, Rob. What a sad incident. Stay tuned, because a new replacement show is coming soon, called The Cube. Wow, I can't believe TV executives would put people in such danger. That said, I can't wait for The Cube. Now for the weather. I've just had the most amazing sunbathing session of my life. I also can't move. If you hadn't guessed by now, it's sunny. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll just be standing here all night. My macaroni painting auctions for $100 million and kicks off another renaissance. I knew I always had it. 3 bags of macaroni in my cupboard. I think this is my favourite moment of my life, next to having my first drink of milk. I'd also like to take credit for starting another renaissance, but I can't, because I don't have a name still, after 2 years of doing this, so I guess my talents will be lost to time, along with my macaroni. Who said you won't get anywhere making art? My art teacher. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Now I'm off to go apply to be a contestant on The Cube. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. It's gonna be a short one today, as I'm feeling under the weather. And not just literally. Our first story. Circus workers just want some dignity. They work hard to entertain us, and just want a little respect. It doesn't help that they keep getting pies in their faces in the middle of their speeches. Let's hope that people listen. after they've had their turn. Hey, I'm next. Now, for the weather. Hello, I'm still here. It's nice to have the lights back on. But now for tomorrow's forecast. It's gonna rain. Someday. I don't know when, but it will. Do you want to win an all-paid vacation on a cruise? Yeah, well, so do I. But we can offer some complimentary pictures we found of people enjoying their cruise. Look how much fun they're having. Don't say we never do anything for you. I think I'm homesick. As in my home makes me sick. This is the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. And remember folks, to form an orderly line. Everyone get their turn to throw a pie. We're not animals. Cat stares at massive hole in the ceiling all night, wondering where it all went wrong. 80-year-old man reflects on life sitting in chair for 80 years. One can only wonder of the wisdom he's accumulated. New trendy cosmetic surgery changes lives. After a surgeon flees country to live new life. I will say, I feel more confidence in myself to make terrible decisions. Studies say watching TV all day is great. More people should do it. Well, there you go, folks. Science approved. Man's plans for tonight ruined after being inconvenienced by terrorists asking to give to charity. Who do these people think they are? I'll donate my fist to your face. Plans to go to space by 2030. Delayed by lack of ambition. We reached out for a comment from the spaceman, but they weren't there. Turns out it was a nightclub. Guy who invented a jetpack selfishly takes it with him in a freak accident. It was unbelievable. I witnessed it. And then I believed it. He could have told us how he made it first. Intense poker game ruined by not having anyone to play with. I invited everyone I knew, which is myself, in a mirror. Well, at least I won $20. Evil villains' takeover plans abandoned after town considered not worth it. Hey, we are worth it. Come back. You might not have stole anything valuable, but you stole our self-esteem. Life savings amounting to $1 found in priceless vase. Wow. You can go on a cruise with that sort of money. Illegally. By climbing into a suitcase. Office workers standing by the water machine for 5 hours insist he's dedicated to the job. And you know what? I believe him. I wish we had a water machine. All we have is some guy who hands us water. But man joins protest, advocating for news anchor to be fired. Hopefully he steps down. I've never felt so impassioned about an issue in my life since the earlier protest I joined that day against socks and sandals as a fashion choice. Shadow boxing champion defeated by hernia. We all knew this day was coming. My anniversary of being released from prison, and also the defeat of the reigning shadow boxing champion, Jeff. Let's look at a montage of his illustrious athletic career. What an impact he had. False emergency as ambulance called to man doing workout in living room. Luckily, he was okay. Unluckily, he's a terrible dancer. For everyone's sake, please close your curtains, so I don't have to close my eyes. Welcome to Cat News. 10-year mystery that baffled Inspector. Solved by locals. Yes, it's the case of a stolen TV. 10 years, Ian has been looking for it. You have to ask yourself, who could have done this? And why didn't he buy a new one by now? But let's not ask any more questions. Is what the inspector said, apparently. But let's look on the bright side. Ian can now watch Cat News. What a lucky guy. The mayor has commissioned a new bridge for unknown reasons. People are talking around the town. Me. And I'm wondering why the mayor would choose to do this. And why now? Surely it's because he plans to bring in business. After the store that sells left-footed shoes shut down recently. Which was awful news. Especially since it just came off the back of the store that sells right-footed shoes shutting down. Where am I going to buy shoes now? Some are speculating that he's doing this to escape the town. Once and for all. And I'm not going to entertain that thought. Because it'd break me. He's done so much for us. Sorry, I need some time alone. And lastly, someone has parked in my parking space. Who would do such a thing? I mean, seriously, we've descended into chaos. Unbelievable. It's a good job I don't have a car. This was Cat News. Thank you. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. The new neighborhood watch is making me uncomfortable. But I can't complain. There hasn't been a crime since they formed. And it's great getting to sleep soundly again at night. Therapist's controversial interview technique deemed okay by therapy regulator. Snap out of it! It's been called inappropriate. Asking people about their childhood. Yes, it can be difficult, but the therapy regulator says it's essential to get to the bottom of trauma. Well, it's good to have that cleared up. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. This was Cat News. I think my face is swelling, but at least I don't have trauma anymore. Hi, and welcome to Cat News. Chaotic, tragic, unbelievable. Those are just some of the words I'd use to describe this food from the work cafeteria. Look at it. Tastes like concrete. Today's story. There's a traffic jam on the main road that's causing untold mayhem. We go live now with our reporter, while I play Russian roulette with whatever this is. Hi, you are watching me. Yes, we're all going somewhere. Like me, leaving work 1 hour into my shift. And these intrepid commuters. It's the immovable object versus the unstoppable force. Not unlike my desire to go home and this story. Who knows how this could be resolved? Stay tuned. Someone else will keep you updated. Back to the studio. Thank you, whoever you are. You always were our best reporter. That's the end of that story. Let's hope the cafeteria meals get better. Hello. This is Cat News. Dieting. Is it worth it? That's what we're asking today. We've all been there. Blowing out the scales we just bought the day before. Thinking to ourselves how many chips we could have purchased with that money. But there's some bold new thought out there that's sending waves across the nation. What if we didn't diet? I just heard some minds blow out there. And some scales. How far could this go? Surely, it's irresponsible. Is what I was asking myself last night when I was creating this monstrous sandwich. And to answer the question, it was amazing. That's it for today's topic. I'll see you in the kitchen. Then the doctor's office. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And sandwich. I know I will. Hi, this is Cat News. And I'm having an identity crisis. More on that later. There's a sale on at the local mall this week, and crowds are practically knocking down their doors. Amidst all the excitement of buying a new ironing board, we need to think about consumerism. Is it bad? Is it good? Well, today we're gonna find out, as we've sent our amazing deals reporter to cover the story. Coming up in the next segment. Hi, it's me, Derek, and I still have this job for some reason. Today we're talking about consumerism, and we're not just talking about it. We're shouting about it, because it's wrong. No one needs a rotisserie chicken. You're not Henry VIII. Actually, they might need that. People should be spending more time with their families. And I don't mean shopping together. Go share some stories around the fire, while you roast the rotisserie chicken you bought earlier, in your lesser moments. We've fallen so far as a nation. It makes me sick. Back to the studio. I'm right there with you, Derek. I'll see you in aisle 5. Join us next time on Cat News. I should have bought a new chair. I've been standing for 2 years now. Hello. This is Cat News. Dieting. Is it worth it? That's what we're asking today. We've all been there. Blowing out the scales we just bought the day before. Thinking to ourselves how many chips we could have purchased with that money. But there's some bold new thought out there that's sending waves across the nation. What if we didn't diet? I just heard some minds blow out there. And some scales. How far could this go? Surely it's irresponsible, is what I was asking myself last night when I was creating this monstrous sandwich. And to answer the question, it was amazing. That's it for today's topic. I'll see you in the kitchen. Then the doctor's office. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And sandwich. I know I will. Hello. This is cat weather. It's gonna be sunny today. I wish there was a drum roll there. It'd make things more exciting. But my producer has informed me that this isn't entertainment. To which I say, good point. And secondly, I can't believe you'd say that. So there you have it. If you're not doing cartwheels and joy right now, blame my producer. I'm about to do something fun, like turn the lights off and on. I'm having the time of my life. Hi, this is Cat News, and I'm having an identity crisis. More on that later. There's a sale on at the local mall this week, and crowds are practically knocking down the doors. Amidst all the excitement of buying a new ironing board, we need to think about consumerism. Is it bad? Is it good? Well, today we're gonna find out, as we've sent our amazing deals reporter to cover the story. Coming up in the next segment. Hi, and welcome to Cat Weather. You just caught me putting my hair down on this relaxing summer day. It's going to be very hot today if you wear a sweater, so I recommend you didn't. And be sure to have a nice swim. Not in the Atlantic Ocean though. I'm not being sued again. Thank you for not suing. Hi, it's me, Derek, and I still have this job for some reason. Today we're talking about consumerism, and we're not just talking about it. We're shouting about it, because it's wrong. No one needs a rotisserie chicken. You're not Henry VIII. Actually, they might need that. People should be spending more time with their families. And I don't mean shopping together. Go share some stories around the fire, while you roast the rotisserie chicken you bought earlier, in your lesser moments. We've fallen so far as a nation. It makes me sick. Back to the studio. I'm right there with you, Derek. I'll see you in aisle 5. Join us next time on Cat News. I should have bought a new chair. I've been standing for 2 years now. Man who said TV hasn't been entertaining in decades finally turns on TV. I wonder if he'll change his mind. Coming up in the next segment, the TV industry has collapsed after a long, painful decline. Stay tuned. Please, I'm begging you. I'm speaking to you right now. Man relives childhood getting stuck in water slide. We've got an update and it looks like he's going to be stuck in there for a further 2 days, as one of the firemen has ate the emergency butter. Hi, and welcome to Cat Weather. I've got good news, and I've got bad news. The bad news is that a tornado's coming, so put your belonging under the table, as demonstrated. An image there as an example. Okay, Now for the good news. I'm about to take the bus out of town. So I'll see you when the tornado's over. Thanks for watching. A new study has been released that's calculated that 1 billion hours of life have been wasted over the last 10 years on the phone to customer support. And that's just for one person. And our final story. My toast is ready. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Town celebrates 10th anniversary of day tourists visited by accident. Wow. Has it been that long? I remember it like it was yesterday. You had to be there. Then we'd be celebrating 2 people. But the town was alive. And the atmosphere was electric, as a telephone pole had fallen over earlier in the day. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go back now to stare at the photo we had taken. Thanks for watching. Hi, and welcome to cat weather. Bad news. The sun is back. I thought we'd gotten rid of it. It's a good job I'm prepared. I bought some extra sun cream today. Be sure to stay safe out there and avoid that shady bridge. You never know who might be under there. Like me, sleeping. I'll see you tomorrow. Overweight man successfully completes workout DVD. He then turned it off and carried on eating. An inspiration to us all.